What's good, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Live Simply, Live Well. It's your girl Murray here, and yes, thank you for tuning in, once again, and hopefully in today's video you'll grab some nuggets of wisdom that you can take on board. So some of y'all in the comments had asked what I eat in a day at my age of 56. So instead of telling you what I eat in a day, I just thought I'd tell you what I eat. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I can see right now I only have 20 minutes left of time to record this, and depending on how long it goes, I might just do a part 2 and tell you what I do not eat. But let's get things started, shall we? Now, I totally believe that what you put in your body is just as important as what you put on your body. Meaning we still want to try to avoid as many toxic foods, liquids, processed foods as possible. I'm going to let you know now that I am not a gourmet chef, no master chef over here. I tend to eat at my age for nutrients, nutrition, minerals, all the good things. Every so often I'm gonna get a little crafty in the kitchen, but for the main part, it's pretty boring actually. So I'm gonna start things off with what I have for breakfast. I need to get back into the fasting thing. I know fasting could be a little controversial for some, but I found great results with fasting. I didn't do that much of it when I was on vacation for 5 weeks, but I'm back and I need to get back into it because when you fast, you're just giving your body a break. You're giving your digestive system a break, and you're giving your body a chance to heal. And the longer you fast, there's different benefits within that. If you're more interested in fasting, I highly recommend checking out Dr. Mindy Pelz, P-E-L-Z. So my focus when I'm eating is usually on protein first. I try to make sure my meals are protein packed, protein centric. And it might not all make sense, and this is just what I do. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So if it's a morning that I've trained, I usually try to train 3 days a week, going a little bit heavier. I try to eat within an hour and a half of working out. I just want to get that fuel into my muscles so they can start healing and start, repairing themselves and all that good stuff. So, hold please, because I need to show you the protein shake that I use. One moment. I forgot to mention too, since I'm giving you all the tea, usually the first thing I do when I wake up is have a glass of water with a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. You do need salt for hydration, contrary to what people might tell you about too much salt in your diet. You just don't want to be doing like table salt with the iodine in it. You want to use Celtic sea salt, or some people like Himalayan sea salt. I prefer Celtic sea salt. I forget the name of the brand, but if I can find it, I'll link it below. Before I work out in the morning, get down to the gym, I like to mix some amino acid. This is a brand called CanPrev. Your body makes some amino acids, but not all the amino acids. And what this does is helps to build muscle, helps to maintain muscle. It is called Muscle Rescue. Comes in 2 different flavors. You can pick it up online. But I always mix this in 1 to 2 cups of water, and then on an empty stomach, and I sip that while I'm working out. Let me put it down. After that, after I worked out, I will mix my protein smoothie. Now, I usually do about 50 grams. This is the brand that I use. It's called Shinusa, I think. I'll put it in the description box. This one is a whey protein isolate. Yes, even if you're lactose intolerant, which I am slightly, not as much as I used to be. I was a little nervous about the whey. As soon as I heard whey, I was like, no way, no way, we're not doing it. But I had no issues with it. So this is also a grass-fed protein as well. So I'll get into that a little bit more later. And the flavor is French vanilla. It has 25 grams of protein in it. I put 2 scoops in there because I try to get 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. So I'm hovering in and around 120 to 125 of my body weight currently. So getting 50 grams of protein in my first meal of the day really helps, when it comes to my other 2 meals. This is like, what else is in it? 5 billion probiotics, 25 grams of protein, as I said. antibiotic hormone free, gluten and soy free, lactose free, sugar free, keto friendly for all you keto fans out there. It is sweetened with a little bit of stevia, but I've been using, pardon the noise. You know, we keep it real over here. I've been using this brand for months and I quite like it. It's about $55 here in Canada. I'm not sure how much it would be in the States, but that's what I use. I mix it with water, some mixed frozen berries. I might put some sea moss in it as well, or a little bit of chlorella, just the sea algae, just for a little extra boost. Sometimes I might mix it with coconut milk, organic coconut milk, just for a little thickness in it. But that's usually, I'll have that, and then I'll have half of an avocado and a little bit of, you know, a small handful of nuts. And that's one example of a breakfast that I will have. I will also do a fermented yogurt with some hemp hearts. 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts gets you 10 grams of protein. Usually the yogurt itself has a little bit of protein in it. And because it's fermented, you're getting that extra gut. I don't ever remember if it's probiotic or prebiotic, but the fermented is good for your gut health. I will also add in some cacao nibs, maybe some sunflower seeds, and I'll drizzle some organic maple syrup over it, just for a little bit of sweetness, because sometimes the mixed frozen berries don't do the trick. You could also use fresh berries, but if you can use fresh, really try to use organic berries so that you are not consuming the glyphosates, which is basically pesticides that are sprayed onto our fruits and vegetables, which can just do damage to you. So organic as much as possible. So that's another example of a breakfast I'll have. I'll also do, maybe on the weekend, an omelet. I do a 3-egg omelet, but not with any eggs. I don't eat organic eggs. I don't eat free-range eggs. I eat pasture-raised eggs. If they're pasture-raised, I know that the chickens are out and about in the pasture, so I know they are healthier than the aforementioned. And I know some people might come for me in the comments and have some differing opinions, and that's totally fine, but that's just what I do. I will have that with some Ezekiel bread or sourdough, but a sourdough that's been, like, it has like a long fermenting process as well, so it's easier on the digestive system. I will spread a little grass-fed butter or coconut oil on the toast as well, and I might throw in half an avocado as well for some extra fat. And then I might also do just maybe like 3 boiled eggs and some salad and maybe some diced baked yams as well. So that's essentially my breakfast. I don't eat bacon. I don't really eat sausage. I just get my protein from my protein powder and eggs and the fermented yogurt. You really have to be careful with the yogurt that you're choosing. Learn your ingredients. If it's got any type of like gum in it, like guar gum or anything like that, not the best option. But again, you know, make your decisions based on what is best for you. For lunch and dinner, I kind of just, you know, they're interchangeable to me. So for lunch, I usually try to have a salad, or lunch or dinner. Try to have a salad with either organic kale, I'll just slice that up, chop that up finely, or mixed greens, but I'm trying to avoid buying the greens that come in like the little plastic things. I mean, it's convenient, yes, but I try to buy like loose leaf lettuce. That's what I've been doing lately, loose red leaf lettuce, and just again, chop that up and throw that in a bowl with like some avocado, maybe some baked yams, some sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds, tomato, cucumber, some hemp hearts, and also sprinkle some nutritional yeast on top of that for my vegan friends or vegetarian friends, so you get a little bit more B vitamins in your system. It's kind of got like a cheesy kind of texture to it. I quite like it. Nutritional yeast. I'll also have, for meat, I tend to just eat grass-fed beef, and it's usually grass-fed ground beef. I'm looking at the time, we're still good. Grass-fed ground beef. If you're going to eat meat at all, or beef, at least try to make it grass-fed. That is the best for you. If you can find a good butcher, even better. If you don't eat meat, that's okay too. You just want to make sure that you're getting enough protein from whatever you're eating in your meals. Also, I might do salmon. If I do salmon, I'll do organic wild caught salmon or Atlantic salmon versus farmed. Farmed, not the best for you. Organic, yes, is a little bit more costly, but again, you know, we try to do what we can for our bodies. I don't really eat tuna anymore. The mercury situation, I might have it once in a while, canned tuna, but if I do, I try to keep it to albacore. But again, not much tuna in there. Also, I'll do on the plant-based side, chickpeas, lentils. Lentils are good. They have a lot of iron in it. Chickpeas are good for protein. Lentils are good for protein as well. I'll also do tempeh every so often, which is like a soy-based product. And I discovered this non-soy tofu. It's a fava bean-based one. It's a woman-owned company, and it's pretty good. It looks like tofu, but it is not. And I just kind of grate it into the frying pan with some like onions and garlic and some organic pasta sauce, tomato sauce, and then I'll just have that with the salad on its own. I'm telling you, my food is not that interesting. I just think nutrition-wise. What else do I do? I still eat pasta. Yes, that's right. I used to eat like the chickpea, and I still have a little bit of chickpea pasta, which is chickpea based, so you're getting some extra protein in there. And again, I'll have it with organic pasta sauce because I don't have time to make homemade pasta sauce. I buy my pasta sauce from Italy, and there's very few ingredients. I could probably count on one hand how many ingredients there are in it. And so that's kind of the only pasta sauce that I use. And now, after traveling for 5 weeks and being in 3 weeks in Italy, the only pasta that I'm going to be buying from now on will be pasta that's imported from Italy. The wheat over there is completely different than it is here in North America. The wheat over on this side of the planet is what they call a hybrid wheat. It's just been so overly processed. It's not the same as it was decades ago. So I think that's contributing to glucose intolerance and IBS and celiac and all of that, in my humble opinion, of course. So if I'm going to eat pasta, I will buy pasta that's imported from Italy, or find a grocery store that makes fresh Italian pasta. So that's kind of it for my lunch and dinner. Again, not that exciting. I just try to make sure that I have 30 grams of protein, some vegetables in there, and maybe like carbs that come from the ground, like yams or like squash or pumpkin or something like that. And then for vegetables, broccoli, green beans, Brussels sprouts, that sort of thing. For my snacks, because we need snacks, let's keep it real, we need snacks. Dark chocolate is my go-to. I used to do the green and blacks organic, but I don't know how healthy they are anymore. I just scan them with the Yuka app just to see which is the most healthiest one. Nuts, walnuts, Brazil nuts, almonds. Walnuts are good for the brain, Brazil nuts are good for thyroid, and almonds are good for the skin. Pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds as well. Those are good overall foods or seeds for protein. Yes, I still eat chips. That's right, I still eat chips, but I eat chips with the least amount of ingredients possible. So I typically go for the hard bite, sea salt and black pepper. 3 ingredients. It's like potatoes, sea salt, activated charcoal, and it's made with avocado oil. Or I'll buy the apple cider vinegar flavor as well, which is quite tasty. When I make my salads, I just use olive oil and apple cider vinegar Make sure it's apple cider vinegar with the mother. I don't know why it's called the mother, but that is all I use for my salad dressing. A little boring, but good for the gut. What else for snacks? Olives. Olives are a good one. Hard-boiled eggs again. Sometimes I'll have a couple of tablespoons of like almond butter or peanut butter. Just make sure it's almonds only or peanuts only, no sugar. And for beverages, I usually just drink water during the day with something in it like lemon or cucumber and mint. Or maybe an electrolyte in it. The brand of electrolytes that I used to use was Element, but I don't think they sell it here in Canada anymore due to some government regulations. Or tea. Water or tea. That's pretty much all I drink. I don't drink juice and anything like that. I still got a couple of minutes left before this battery runs out. So things I don't eat any of the bad seed oils. So no canola oil, no sunflower oil, no safflower oil, no vegetable oil. I don't drink soda. I don't drink juice. Pretty boring, right? But I mean, those things are high in sugar and they're just going to cause all kinds of gut issues and all other things. What else don't I eat? I don't eat a lot of sweets that much. I still eat them. Yes, I'll still have a cookie or whatever so often, but I don't eat a lot of cakes and pastries and that sort of thing. It's got all the flour and the sugar, the white flour, white sugar. I try to avoid that as much as possible. I don't have a lot of dairy in my diet. Every so often I'll have a little bit, but if it's cheese, I'm gonna have hard cheese or aged cheese. Me and Brie, soft cheeses, not so much. And I feel like that's the gist of my, my nutrition. That's what I've been doing for years to just try to stay as healthy as possible. I might do like a supplements video. Let me know if you want to see anything about that. I try not to take too many because they're supposed to supplement your diet, not rely on them in your diet, which we can often do. So I think I'm going to just end it here. If you have any questions about anything, drop them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. But again, this is what I do. These are the foods that I eat to just try to maintain, my fitness and good health, good gut health as much as I can, good skin, and not, take in as many toxins. Just the fewer toxins, the better. Better for your menopause experience, better for your brain health, better for your gut, better for your overall health and wellness on a physical level. So that's it. So if you found any value in this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Somebody in the comments a while back had suggested that I remind people to subscribe because she thought that she was and she was not, so she did. But yes, if you feel like you want to subscribe, hey, I'd love to have you over here in this little community that we're building because it is really becoming a community. People are really engaging in the comments. I'm learning things from you guys. So this has been incredible. I never thought this is what it was going to be, but I am very grateful for how things are unfolding. And I just want to continue to bring you, content that you can take on board and help elevate and, uplift yourselves and just be good on a physical, emotional, and mental level when it comes to your well-being. So as usual, that's it, that's all. Thanks for watching.